Hello. Hello. So, rhyme of the day. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay. Blinded by the light and arrested after a fight.
Oh.
All this today on our clickbait culture stories here with the couples couch. Hello, how are you? How you doing, Haversham?
Wow, it's Monday, and it feels like a Monday.
It has. It has definitely felt like a Monday today.
Yeah.
But we've gotten a lot done.
We have. It's been a good Monday, but it's been a Monday.
Yeah, there's definitely been some Monday feelings, but it's a productive Monday.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Uh
Uh-oh, I did something.
That's okay. But yeah, it's Monday. We're happy. We're here. Planning on going to the gym later. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll pray about it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. If you can go to the gym, I might just be going for a walk.
I want to go to the gym, but leaving the house also sounds kind of horrible.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can do it today.
It's fair.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I'm kind of maybe right there with you.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it today, but I know I can do an at-home workout, and I know I can. I just don't know if I can commit to the executive functioning it takes to get out of the house.
It's a lot.
And if you don't know about executive functioning,
you're not an executive.
No, untrue statement. It's just like it's all of the skills that you need to basically do a task and all of the tasks that you need to do to complete one task, and being able to function in that order is hard.
It is.
Yeah.
I had to make sure my mic was on.
Oh, is your mic on?
It is. Yours was too. That's what made it trigger me to look. I was like, hold on.
All mics go to heaven.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, no, that's cool. Executive functioning. I didn't really know a lot about it until you. Yeah. I was like good at it just on my own, like in general, good at executive functioning, but didn't really know that it had a name like that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you don't know things until you can name them.
No, you really don't. I didn't know that that's what I was like lacking in so many things. I was like, oh, I'm lacking executive functioning skills.
Right. Yeah.
Like you can't just like jump into a project, like all these steps.
It takes a second.
That was confusing for me, like not to be like an end product.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense because you were just ready to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I've done that a lot. But yeah.
Who knows?
Do you want to talk about this real quick?
I do. Okay, so
putting this on here, if you're on the live or watching our YouTube watch back, hello, hi, how are you?
We did this a few months ago, honestly, maybe like a year ago at this point, but I've seen a lot on TikTok and Instagram recently, people doing like color swatch analysis.
My hair looks wild right here. This part, it's doing what it wants to do.
Yeah, it's hair. It does what it wants. So the color swatch analysis, people will go and pay money and sit down with the person and they'll have them tell them what colors look best on their skin.
And it's about multiple factors. So like there are like seasonal palettes, and then there's also like within those seasons there are sub ranges.
Right.
And so there's like a deep winter, a cool winter. Yeah, like a cool summer, like cool for the summer. I don't know. But yeah, there's like different things because mine goes between way different seasons than yours.
It does. But I think it's like several $100s to get this done. And like, I want to actually go and have a professional do it. But if you don't have several $100s, you can use Colorwise Me.
Yes.
It has a dot in between it. But anyways, colorwise.me.
And I'm going to put it on here once again.
Put it there. These are my colors. Can't you tell how beautiful those would look on me?
Yeah, they look so good. Like, bring it up. Bring it up. Like, look, like it's like pulling the swatches right now.
Yeah. So I'm a deep winter. We say all that to say, and if you want to do it, you can go to Color Me Wise. You just have to upload photos.
Colorwise.me.
Yeah, thank you. It's super easy to do, and I have colors to avoid, which are the colors that I love, which is annoying. And I think you have a similar thing, right?
Mm-hmm. No, that's literally what I was going to talk about. So mine are, I can't pull it up with, it's weird. It's weird how it pulls up, but mine are deep autumn, which like, obviously I wear that all the time.
You're literally in an autumn
I'm literally in like a color, like prescribed
and I'm in
to me.
2 of my colors right now.
Like, yeah, I would say we kind of dress
for the swatches.
We dress for the occasion. Look up your swatch next to mine, but Tanner's swatches are actually my preferred most colors. Now, actually, like I'm really into these.
And see, mine are the ones to avoid, and I love her colors.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's so funny. You can't always get what you want.
You can't. People used to tell me that all the time about curly hair, like old women specifically. They would be like, I would do anything to have those curls. And I would be like, no, I would do anything not to have these curls. And they'd be like, you always want what you can't have.
Well, that's kind of what was always said to me about like red hair. Like as a kid, like I was like perpetually made fun of as a child. But old ladies would be like, you have beautiful hair. And I'd be like, tell that to the kids.
Yeah, please
tell that to the kids.
They're telling me I have no soul, and it's kind of rude.
Yeah, they're telling me I have no soul. They're telling me my freckles are like little burn patches. Because like my hair, you didn't say this. Okay. I know exactly who said it. I know exactly when it happened.
We like will call you out whenever we write our memoir.
Yeah. Her name rhymes with
Yeah. You can't do it.
I can't. I really can't. Except most of the people, like, she did not go to our school. Like, I'll just say that. She didn't go to our school.
You'll have to tell me off pod.
It was like a neighborhood, like, frenzy. Because we hung out with a lot of neighborhood kids.
I didn't get it. She's going to text it to me. But anyways, yeah. So people are mean, especially whenever you're kids. Like, it's just part of, like, I guess, kids. I don't know. I don't have any, but wouldn't you assume?
Yeah, and it is. Like, honestly, I like to say bullying makes you a little bit stronger.
Kind of true.
Okay, actually not true. Like bullying is when there's a power exertion over another human being. Like that is like factually actually like
what it is.
What we talk about bullying
right.
when we talk about like school counseling, things like that. Like you're doing overexertion of power, like, and it's like it's a twist and it's like really mean. When I think about bullying, I mean, when I think about just like some of the things that happened to me, I'm like, it wasn't bullying. Like kids were really mean, but also like it builds character. Like you have to learn how to deal with those things at some point in your life.
What's the meanest thing a kid ever said to you? I already know mine right now. It's seared into my mind.
I don't know. A lot of mean things are said to me.
They just said that I was Bugs Bunny and I had buck teeth because I did. And you know what? Now I don't.
In my adult life, I was told I wasn't a real meat and potatoes teacher.
Oh, that's harsh.
That was an HR complaint.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they didn't have the materials for me because of like the content I taught. As a kid, people put notes underneath my bathroom stall and told me I was a fat a-hole. And I was like, I don't even know you. This was like at summer camp. I like cried, obviously.
You're like Clay Aiken enough.
Clay Aiken, what a time.
Wow, no, but seriously.
So like, yeah, I could like go for days on like that. That wasn't even the person that told me my freckles looked like asteroid things that like really? Blew up. No. Oh. All those people.
All those people.
So I'm saying, like, yeah, people.
Kids are mean.
Kids are mean. Kids are harsh, but you know what?
Some level of it is not.
Some level of it is character building, and other levels of it is just like, as an adult, you look back and you go, wow, how crummy was their like life situation at home?
Right.
What were they going through?
Yeah.
And I think that's what parents need to like instill into their kids is just like, we don't understand like everything that's happening in like other people's lives, but sometimes people say mean things because they're like trying to hurt you. And like people do say that, but like we were taught like sticks and stones instead of like that person's hurting.
Right. No,
and they're really like making bad choices, or that person like is doing this because like they want to do like X, and like maybe we don't even know the choices, but like
ecstasy.
Yeah, ecstasy. No, I'm just saying like X as an example.
Okay,
like maybe this person's making these choices because like their parents are moving out. Maybe this person's being mean to you because it's all layered, and like so like in life the same way.
Yeah.
No, I just like would love to talk about it with kids in that way, and like they're still not going to understand, but they can look back and think about it in that way. Like we don't like know everything that people are going through, and like people make mean decisions at times because they don't think about other people than themselves, and it's like a conversation of like, how do you think about people outside of yourself,
right,
and take care of yourself, but also like have those wounds nurtured. Like they shouldn't have said it to you. I love you. Not sticks and stones.
Not sticks and stones.
Yeah, sticks and stones hurt.
They do break bones.
They do. Yeah.
But don't put a Band-Aid on that bone, please.
But do not put a Band-Aid on that bone.
Don't.
Speaking of people that have bones to pick.
Who?
Do you want to talk about like a quick, not that important story, but very important to our Kentucky listeners?
No, literally, that's what I kind of thought too.
Coach Cal.
Well, I don't know. He's like big in the sports world. Like if you're a sports person,
he
like
coached at Memphis before he came to Kentucky.
Right.
I cut you off. You talk.
No, you're fine. No, I love it because I don't know his history. So please take over.
I used to be a part of the UK 2K crew. Meaning I watched a lot of Kentucky basketball growing up. And like in 2010, like we were all doing the John Wall. Like we were all Anthony Fearing the Brow Davis.
Obviously.
We were all like a lot of the people that you see in NBA today, like a good section of them come from Kentucky basketball. Kentucky basketball breeds champions. Coach Cal has been said to breed champions for a long time. Coach Cal has been in Kentucky for over 12 years. I mean,
how long time?
2010, 2014. I think he came in 09. Was it 08? I don't know.
I'll Google.
He either came 08 to 09 or 09 to 010. Tanner's going to confirm right now how much I can remember.
Yeah, how good her memory is. 2009.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 2009, 2010. I remember wearing a UK 2K shirt in a picture with our friend Amy from high school right after like we won like something big.
Yeah.
And like we were like the first basketball team to ever win, have the most wins. So like if you want your basketball information from Kentucky basketball, like I say I don't watch sports ball. I can tell you about sports ball. But speaking of, sports ball is quitting.
Who?
Coach Cal.
Oh, right. Well, he's not quitting. He's moving.
Yeah, he's quitting Kentucky.
Well, he's quitting Kentucky, but Kentucky quit on him, frankly.
Kentucky is honestly, they have been furious with him. All I've seen are people be like,
that's what
I hate you. Fire Cal, fire Cal. And this morning, I woke up and I see people saying, it's a sad day. The eclipse is confusing. And I got news that Coach Cal is moving to Arkansas. And I was like, the heck? I thought we hated him. I don't know. People's opinion shifts like the wind. And that's actually what I have to remember about something else that we were talking about before we were talking about.
Right. Well, yeah, but you're right. Like it changes so quickly. And it's funny to see because like you have been calling for this man's job for a minute. Like I've seen it all amongst people that I know. And like, I understand, like he's not been winning the way that he was and like, you're over it. But now to say that you're not sad anymore.
Yeah. They said, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We hate you. We don't remember any of the titles. Like, that's what I feel like happens. Like when you're like losing a coach.
Yes.
It's like, let's forget every good thing that they've done.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
Because I remember like him like pouring into like a local family in Hopkinsville after something really tragic happened and like somebody lost their life. He like wrote to the family. Right. Like, and obviously has people in that, but like to the intentionality, like you can't say he's done good for Kentucky basketball program because look at the people who are in the freaking NBA. Right. Not that I watch the NBA, but I do understand. But like, I know who's there.
Level of
his like skill and capacity is there. And like, honestly, how much money does he need to make? Can he just retire? Like, that's my take. I'm just like, isn't he old enough?
Did you say he came from this place that he's going back to, or is it different place?
No, he came from Memphis. So Coach Cal's coaching career, he got in trouble in Memphis in recruiting.
Well, he did in Kentucky low-key too, right?
Well, of course, but yeah. He left Memphis.
But he was winning championships, so like we weren't upset.
Right. Nobody was upset until like we like haven't made it in the like elite in a few years.
Yeah, it's true. It has to be said.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 4 Final Fours in Kentucky, 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015. Honestly, and that feels accurate because I haven't heard like about a great Kentucky season since then. And that's when I lived in Lexington. Yep. I lived in Lexington for almost all of those years. Yeah. And like I was going to games and like luckily had like a connection and like was able to go to games. Like it was really cool like to have that much access and privilege in that. And yeah, he hasn't had a winning time in a while. Like why are we so angry? Just like let him move.
Sayonara. But I agree. Like, I don't know how much money he needs. Like, I think it's time to retire. Like, he's old enough, right? Like, he seems like he's in his late to mid 50s, I would assume. Like, I think it's time he can
late to mid 50s.
How old is this man?
Oh gosh, he looks horrible. 65.
Oh, it's definitely time.
Well, he doesn't look horrible. I would just say if he's 60, if he was 50 and he looked like that. That is so funny. Could you imagine putting his little callous feet in a thing and running a Kentucky?
He's running to Memphis. Or no, wherever he's going.
Arkansas.
Yeah, he's moving to Arkansas, and he is Fred Flintstoning it all the way there. And I'm excited for him. Good luck and good night. And we don't need you anymore.
Also states that like we just don't like think about or talk about Arkansas. When I think about Arkansas, I think about Mr. Bill Clinton. I think about the scandals of the 90s. Sure. I just like it's seared into my memory after watching Impeachment.
Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Arkansas is just not. I don't think it's for me. No. Never been there, but
like, I just think of armadillos. I think it's just because they sound similar.
You going armadillo kicking?
Yeah. My friend who loves armadillos, he's obsessed. Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Brooks is trying to join the pod.
Somebody is just coming up our stairs, and it's making Brooks upset.
Infuriating Brooks. So apologies.
Yeah.
Now, did you see today the eclipse? We were in separate rooms, like in the time. Like I was folding laundry, and you were in here working and doing.
Yes, I was like knee deep in the work. I did not see the eclipse. We didn't have eclipse glasses. We were ill prepared. I thought about sending you to the store this morning to see if there was any, and then I was like,
"For what? It's supposed to be cloudy.
We can watch online."
Well, it's supposed to be cloudy.
And it was cloudy today.
It was very cloudy.
And like it wasn't in the like full path of totality.
Here in Colorado, right?
Like it was in other places.
I remember whenever I was living in Hopkinsville.
The 2017 eclipse.
The 2017
was
eclipse.
It 2017?
It was right in the like line of totality or whatever they call it, total darkness. And you would have thought the Queen of England had arrived in Hopkinsville, Kentucky 42240.
That's how we got a Panera Bread. That's how we got a Hobby Lobby. That's how we got a TJ Maxx.
That's what I'm saying. The Queen of England came. Her name was the eclipse of 2017.
It was August 21st, 2017. I remember it now.
I do too. I was working at the bank at the time. I refused to work that day because I heard traffic was going to be horrible. And so I said, absolutely not for me. I'm not leaving my house. And I didn't even see the eclipse.
Yeah, I did. I sat in the front yard that day and
really?
watched the eclipse like in 2017. It was cool, but like it kind of looks like how the ring light looks in your glasses right now.
It's giving eclipse.
Yeah, it's giving. Like, did you see the eclipse?
They're in our glasses.
Yeah, it was cool. Honestly, I want to watch like the Weather Channel stuff, like, and see like what actually happened like throughout. Like, I like to see like how like the birds stop chirping and like the things happen and like it's like all of that is like really interesting.
Yeah.
But we didn't see it today.
No, we didn't get involved. We couldn't be bothered.
We couldn't be bothered. We were booked and blessed.
We were doing things.
Yes.
Couldn't be bothered, exactly. But I did see that a lot of people potentially didn't see it because of the clouds. So hopefully the Weather Channel cut through the clouds and we'll get to see it in full view.
Yes, I hope so. And I remember like at that time I lived in South Carolina.
Okay.
And they were like making it this big deal because they were also in the path of totality. And I was like, so is my hometown. So is Texas. So is 17 other people.
Yeah, truly though.
And so like, yeah, I get like it like has a big drawing spot and things like that. But like they like try to make themselves feel like super special. And I'm like,
well, and they tried, but you know what? They didn't get a Panera Bread. They also did not get a TJ Maxx.
They
also
did
not get a Home Goods. So
nope.
I guess we won.
We won. You won.
We won.
We won when we got home.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, an update from a story that I think we talked about last week. Do you remember?
I can't wait.
Abby, Hansel, the twin.
The twins.
The conjoined twin.
Yes, it was 2 weeks ago. I think we talked about it.
2 weeks ago. We didn't really.
I've got some hilarious DMs about the twins from like some of my friends.
We've seen so many funny like TikToks and like Instagram reels and things like about the twins and like they're just like so.
Because like who's consenting? Let's just lay it out there. Who consented for the other sister to get married?
Talk about it.
And then honestly, you all share a vagina.
Talk about it.
So who is consenting to that? That's what I really want to know. Who said yes if we share this? Who's the consenting adult?
If they have two different brains, do they feel it the same? Does that make sense?
I don't know, because I feel like pleasure is no. I get what you're asking. You're asking about pleasure, and I feel like pleasure is different for each person. That's why it's so important to communicate. Like if you don't communicate with your partner, about like intimacy, sex, pleasure, then like
it's a problem.
A good way to start is, hi, I like it when you do this.
Hi. Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm just like trying to give people an in, since honestly, like people struggle with it.
Yeah. But I do wonder because like they do, like
Back
you mentioned, they do have one vagina, but they have two brains. So like if that vagina is being pleasured, like who feels what and what does it feel like?
Right. Just right. No.
I have questions, and that's what I mean. Like I have questions about this. But the funniest thing that I saw, and I think I do have to assume like there's like drama between the sisters, only because over the weekend I saw in the Daily Mail that
yes, tell us your Daily Mail story.
Okay, that Abby, who is the one I believe that is married to the man. I could be wrong. One of the twins who's married, the one that's married to the man, did not have her conjoined sister, who is one head away from her, not as her witness at her wedding. Can you imagine?
What else are you supposed to do? Like, who else?
Who else would be a witness?
Was she like another partner in the wedding?
No, literally, who else would be the witness? Someone else had to come to this technically 3-person wedding and be a witness, and it wasn't your sister who's conjoined to your body? I'm confused. Don't you think that's shady?
Like, which sister is which? Well, how could you not?
Like, I think they hate each other.
Like, if it was me, like, how could you not hate someone?
Or like something, yeah.
Abby had tied the knot with...
I thought Abby was the one that was married.
Abby's the one who was married. She tied the knot with Army veteran Josh back in 2021.
Dang. They've been married for as long as we have. I said that last time.
She was not on the marriage certificate as a witness. The sisters were seen in childhood. So it's just like, but did they have a...
Do you think there's drama? That's my question. Do you think there's drama?
I
if you had a conjoined sister right here, is she going to be
But other people were at the wedding. Why do they need a witness? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Fair. But let's just say...
If other people at their wedding, why do you need a witness?
Do you think that they have drama? It seems like it.
I would have drama if I had to share a body with someone.
True.
That sounded so country. I would have drama if I had to share a body with someone. You know what? I have drama.
You've been watching too much Reba.
We've been watching too much Reba. And Tanner and I don't share a bathroom.
Yeah.
So, of course, I would have drama with somebody.
Yeah.
That I share a body with.
Fair. It's fair.
Isn't that why mothers hate their children?
Probably.
I'm kidding.
Hi, moms.
Hi, moms. We love you so much. Thanks for putting up with us all the time.
Obsessed.
And so, like, is this Abby in the front?
No clue.
It's gotta be. I think that's Abby in the front. And just by how she's facing in all the photos, she's like the forward-facing person in the photos. So I don't know.
Right. We don't know, but I do have questions.
I have questions. I have plenty of questions. And do I think there's drama? Kinda.
I think there's some resentment. There has to be some, at least.
Well, did you know Josh has a kid, the man that she married?
No, I didn't know this. This is news to me.
Yeah, he currently has a child with a lady named Annika, and they share custody.
Cool. I mean,
how does co-parenting go? I would be so annoyed if they please get that away from me, the child.
No, I know. Especially if you didn't want kids. Like, what if the other sister like never foresaw herself having children?
And who's to say like, yeah, having children and like, can they have children? And like, what if one sister doesn't want?
They can.
One sister doesn't want children. So what if
I just meant even being a step parent to this man's biological son that's not ours. Now, like, I'm a stepmom too because I'm just like here with you. Like, no,
right?
thanks.
Like, I have to be here.
No, I don't want to see this kid. I'm good. I'm good.
So yeah, no, I think there's got to be some drama.
Drama for sure.
But they do have 2 spines, 2 hearts, 2 esophagus, 2 stomachs, 3 kidneys, 2 gallbladders, 4 lungs, 1 liver, 1 rib cage, 1 shared circulatory system, and partially shared nervous systems.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the vagina. I don't know what happens with the sensory pleasure systems. I don't know what's happening. How do you co-parent? It's all a lot.
It's a lot.
And, like, just sleeping with someone else in the room. Like, I get annoyed if I can hear you breathe funny at night.
Well, even like Brooks, like he'll make like noises too, and like
that annoying. Irritates the snot out of me.
It's so annoying.
And he actually started last night, and I was telling him to stop right before I like fell asleep. I was like, "Stop it!
Yeah,
stop it!"
So like, yeah, just adding a whole nother sleeping
human
person
to like
into
your
mix.
And then there were 3.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
I couldn't be me.
Could never be me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting us know about Abby.
Of course, another update that I had that I saw about Isla Fisher.
Yes.
We talked about her separating from Sacha Baron Cohen last week. Kind of amid the reports of the whole Rebel Wilson of it all, I guess we could say. Yeah. And he or she rather contacted a divorce lawyer 2 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was, something just, that was so rude.
I know, that happened to me too. That's why I just like had to give it to you blind.
Yeah. So just a second. My phone decided it wanted to do what it wanted to do and not what I asked it to do.
Yeah.
But she has been working with a divorce lawyer who's also worked with Sir Paul McCartney and Prince Charles.
Yeah, so it seems like a divorce is on the horizon. It's cooking, which we already knew. But like also the headlines that were served to us was that this whole Rebel Wilson kind of made it happen, but that seems not to be the case. It seems like the wheels were already in motion, right? She's already been in contact with the divorce lawyer for 2 years. Like, seems like the Rebel
Wilson,
is
she and this is he. So you tell me.
That's right. You tell me.
When I look at her hair, I think of my sister.
Yeah, it does give Cass.
Yeah, it gives Cass vibes. But yeah, no, they are splitting. Oh, he's her estranged husband. Anyway, so fabulous. Great. I love estranged. Her divorce attorney is $550 per hour. She
should be estranged from him because he's strange.
Yeah, I didn't know. She's 48.
No idea. I don't know.
Actually, is it 48? Is her dad quietly got in touch? I cannot imagine that she is 48. She looks amazing.
The Daily Mail will lie to you, so you can't read too much into it.
I have to look up how old she is real quick because she looks fabulous. Like, I want to know who her doctor is now. She is 48.
She's 48.
Who is your doctor?
Great question.
Is it the Europe of it all?
The Europe. She's not European.
But she is Australian and she doesn't live in America. So is it the not eating American foods? What is it?
Oh,
Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Should we get into our next story?
Yeah,
the top headline to me of today: Morgan Wallen was arrested. Did you see this?
I've been waiting for this day for many years.
Waiting for this day. It's already happened.
I've been waiting for this moment.
You've been waiting for this moment to reoccur.
For this moment to arrive. I just can't imagine Morgan Wallen. He doesn't seem like the type of man to me to stay out of jail.
He gives trouble.
He gives trouble. We should be clocking him instead of patrolling other people for the way they look.
Meaning?
It just means like some areas are like more police than the others.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yes, for sure.
Some areas are not.
Right. No.
It looks like we should track Morgan more. Like Morgan gives trackable offense to me.
He did. You know what he did?
What did he do?
He threw a chair off the top of a rooftop bar in Nashville. That's kind of wild.
Who throws a chair off? Like, in what good sense?
He doesn't have any. What do you mean? You answered your own question.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I've been waiting for this moment.
This moment. Do you remember that song?
I love that song. I wish I wouldn't have sang the other song just a second ago because it was so good. The one I was just singing. Yeah, from this moment. I promise you this. There is nothing.
It used to always play. What was that radio station? It used to
WHOP?
No, I think
the Beaver 100.3 FM? 107.9?
I feel like it was not those now. But anyways,
what else was she listening to?
It was like giving like a light rock kind of energy.
98.7?
Maybe.
That's WHOP.
Okay.
Light 98.7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I worked with Mike Chatwell. I used to work at WHOP, everybody. I was basically a freelance contractor that wasn't getting paid, but that was on my family, not WHOP. That was my family paying me 20s under the table.
Child labor laws did not exist.
Yeah. It was a different time.
It was, but you lived to tell the tale. But yeah, he threw a chair off the top of a bar, and apparently it almost hit a Metro City police officer. It he flung it from the rooftop. After he flings it from the rooftop, it falls within feet, allegedly, within front of a Metro City police officer.
Honestly, I'm so thinking about fell in front of a Metro City police officer because nothing would have happened if it didn't fall in front of him.
Right. Like if it would have fallen in front of you and I, would have just been like, LOL, Morgan Wallen threw a chair at us. We'd be talking about it on the pod. No one would hear it.
I know. Because what are we going to do? Run upstairs and say, somebody just threw a chair at us. Actually, me, that's what I would do. But
yeah, that's a good option.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But also
call 911. I don't know what you would do, but yeah, thank God, literally, it did in front of them because, like you said, nothing would have happened otherwise.
He was at the Chiefs bar just after 10:45 p.m. on Sunday. Who is throwing chairs on Sunday night
at 11?
This is not the Super Bowl.
No, I did see why he got mad. I think.
Why did he get mad?
His ex-fiance, who I think he has a child with, she's engaged, and so he got upset. He drank himself into the sorrow and threw a chair off the bar.
His former flying KT is eloping with Luke just 5 days after they got engaged.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Violence is never the answer, though. I'll say that.
Violence is the answer, and honestly,
it's not the answer.
This man just looks like a Morgan 2.0, with his long hair in the back.
No, she has a type.
Yeah, I don't have no type.
KT Smith, we see you. You have a type.
Wallen's son Indigo was there to witness his mom get engaged.
Oh, there's shared child.
They have a shared child in the mix.
Gotcha.
So we're going to throw chairs for the shared child to remember that.
Sounds like someone I used to know.
Somebody that we don't speak to anymore.
Somebody that I used to know.
Somebody that we've blocked multiple times, and they're like a little cockroach.
I'll text you. Sorry, that's so annoying, but it's funny. But yeah, they are cockroaches, that's for sure.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. But yeah, Morgan Wallen, he needs to chill. He doesn't need to be throwing chairs off of a thing. No.
I was talking about somebody that we super hate.
Yeah, she was talking about someone else. I spelled it wrong, but I don't know how to spell it.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the child situation is where I was going.
I wasn't even in. I was thinking about you as a child. I wasn't thinking about anything else.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even remember.
I was protecting my inner child.
Yes, truly. So you have no idea how much he was. Yeah. So he's upset that his wife moved on. Ex-fiance was never his wife. No. Good for you, sister.
Yeah.
Launching a chair from the 6th floor. This just tells me people who can't control their emotions out in the public. If you want to throw something in your home.
And he could have actually killed, like,
no, he literally, no, like literally, because you throw a chair, like, what if that chair went through somebody's head at that time?
True.
Like, I can think of 17 things that are going to go wrong.
I remember one time I was on a playground whenever I was really young.
What school were you at?
I was at either Hillcrest or Heritage. And I think it was Heritage before it moved. I think it was whenever it was at Hillcrest.
Okay.
Or not Hillcrest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I meant First Baptist. But anyways, say all that to say, I was on the playground and I had a toy car. And I took the toy car and I was like playing with it on the slide. And I like slung it up the slide. And it flung up and came down and hit another kid on the head. They were on the swinging. And like the way it just like kind of came over, it hit them and they were bleeding. It was so terrifying. So I'm just like, he could have actually really hurt someone.
No, he could have seriously hurt someone. Yeah. Like, you don't, and also like, yeah, who just throws chairs? Like throwing items, throwing large items.
Any item.
Like, why are we throwing
Even
things?
Naomi Campbell, don't throw a phone at me.
Right. We love you, Naomi.
Yeah, honestly, throw a phone at me any day. It would honestly be an honor.
And in your honor, oh blush. Yeah, so Morgan Wallen. Yeah, he's just so he writes good music.
Trouble, but he gives trouble.
Yeah, like I do. There's some songs that like I love to listen to with you.
Yeah.
But as a whole, like I would not trust this person for advice. I would not trust this person with my kids that I don't have. I would not trust this person to take care of my brick sand.
No.
I would not trust him to park my car.
No, and this isn't the first time.
Yeah.
And he was arrested. He got bond, $16,000 basically.
Oh, that's nothing.
Out. No, he's out. And like I said, this is not the first time he's done it. And I don't think he's learned his lesson.
No. People like you got a little bit harder to learn your lesson with that.
Yeah, especially when money is like not an object to like $15K.
Like, does he have a court case like coming up after this?
Probably, I'm sure.
Well, it is what it is.
One thing that we've never talked about on the podcast and something that I've like kind of felt unsure about talking about is Gypsy Rose Lee.
Gypsy Rose.
I have like very mixed emotions about her as an individual because she does make you kind of feel for her, but like at the end of the day, she's also a murderer, kind of. I've
had like some mixed feelings on that because she at the end of the day, she did aid and abet someone's
and had her mother unalived.
And her mother was unalived. Do I think she was put through extreme amounts of abuse? Yes.
Agreed.
Do I think we turn her into a celebrity?
Certainly no.
Do I think we take her situation and learn from it? Absolutely.
So you think she should be like studied in the history books, but not on our Bravo TV? Not that she's on Bravo, but you know what I mean.
Not even like in our history books. I think she should be studied in like psychology books.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
psychology and sociology, because I think there's like multiple factors that like have led into
like
this.
Munchausen's, like all those things.
Also like access to cash, access to funds, her identity markers, like all those different pieces of like what does she have like within the relationship and her relationship to power.
Right.
How did that affect her situation and the end outcome of what happened? I think all of those things can be studied because then we could like get people proper help, right?
Fair. Yeah.
And like we can teach people how to ask for help and how to seek help if you are like a victim of those things.
Not treatment.
Yeah. Truly. And like how does a young person tell them? I think there's so many things that we could learn. I don't know. I don't think she should have a talk show and just like all of like just like the notoriety she's gotten. But you know what? Like I did watch pieces of her and Nick Bowell's podcast.
And he's a father now. I heard that. Did you know this?
Yes, I do know him and his wife now. I think they're actually married. Natalie had their baby.
People are saying he's like being like such a dad.
Yeah, it was actually like, it's really cute to hear him talk about Natalie. I always have enjoyed that. And how he talks about Natalie. He was like, I'll tangent, I'll tell you that later. But like, yeah, I like the way that like he showed up in that way. And I've always liked him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really know him, but I never watched The Bachelor really. And so that makes sense because you were watching at the time, right?
I watched his Bachelor season when he came back, like after the whole Caitlyn of it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I love that you had that little corner covered because that is a blind spot for me personally. So no, I don't know from Nick Vial.
No, but yeah, he had Gypsy Rose on. So like to say all that to say Gypsy Rose is getting divorced.
Right. This was talked about last week. I heard about it somewhere, like on her private Facebook, that she had announced that she was divorcing her husband, who was a school teacher from Louisiana. We saw him on TV. He did seem very thirsty. I've heard reports from people that I listen to that he is very thirsty. Like they interviewed him and like he was just like giving thirsty energy.
Yeah. And it's just, yeah.
But they're getting divorced.
They're getting divorced. And apparently she announced that she's getting plastic surgery.
And she's back with her ex.
She said, break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored.
So she's like, I need a TV special. She's allegedly going to be doing all of this on like TLC's like Love After Lockup, which is so funny. That's what I'm saying. Like they just like give her too much energy. Like, and that's what I don't want to do either. It's like, that's why I feel like conflicted. Like at the end of the day, like, why are we putting this girl on TV? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it going to give like Swan energy? Like, is she going to be hot after this? I don't know.
Did you remember watching that? The
Obviously,
Swan?
I love the Swan. I watched every single episode.
Of course you did. I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of plastic surgery. You want to talk about it? I'll give you my spiel every day, any day.
Any day. But yeah, no, the Swan, LOL throwback. And Gypsy Rosalie, I just do feel like kind of weird. I don't know how else to say, not weird, but like I just feel like hesitant about like giving her a lot of attention.
This much of a platform?
Yes, thank you. This much of a platform because for what?
For what?
Why?
No.
She's not giving any hot takes like we are. Hello?
No, I agree. For why? And yeah, it's supposed to continue in the Persian confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard about how she still harbored her feelings for her ex.
Yeah.
Her ex that killed the wife? That killed his mom? Or was there another ex?
I think this is just another ex. I don't believe this is the murderous ex. I believe this to be a different ex.
John Gudajon?
And that's something I have to... This lady, and we know people, not even ladies. We know people. We know individuals, men and women. Like, it's not a sex thing.
Yeah.
But that just move so fast.
They got some magic in them.
There's magic in those bones. Like,
what is it? We actually had this conversation. If you listened to us earlier, we talked about the girls,
right?
And I was like, something happened, and I was just like, I would just want to know, like, what is so magical about this person that, like, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Like, what is so magical that they're like constantly with someone in this long-term relationship, or what is magic inside of them that they are? You never see them not with a person.
Magic in these bones.
And it's not like they're the most stunning human beings I've ever seen. And it's not like they're not hideous, but they're not stunning.
Right.
I don't know. I have a hard time calling people hideous just because like I value so much.
Some hideous people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like it's hard to call somebody hideous for me.
Not for me. Especially if they give hideous energy. Like if they're nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I think people rot from the inside out. I've always said that.
No, I agree with that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gypsy Rosalie, we don't know how to feel about her, but we do know she's gonna maybe have a nose job, and we're gonna maybe watch it.
We're gonna maybe watch it. We're gonna see what love is like for her. I don't know if I need to see it. I don't know if I'll watch it, but like maybe I'll get the clips.
I feel like I'll give it a chance over Vanderpump Villa.
Which we did start Vanderpump Villa, and it was kind of.
It gave Below Deck meets Downton Abbey.
Yes.
Below Deck X Downton Abbey.
Yes, that's actually like spot on.
Yeah, so don't know that it's for me, but God bless Lisa Vanderpump and her rose, and her miniature horses, and her swans,
everything.
And Ken.
I love Ken,
and certainly Jiggy. I think
because those two arms hold those dogs.
Yeah,
that's why Ken is a good person. Is
Ken's
because
a good man.
He carries those dogs. I've never seen Ken's arm sans dog.
And that's what we love about Ken.
That's what we love about Ken. We love a lovable person who loves a little dog. It's why we like Joe Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello. He is obsessed with his ex-wife's dog, Bubbles. He took it in the custody.
Yes, he did.
And like the dog is so cute. It doesn't have a jaw. And so its tongue is perpetually out. It's just like a slack jawed at all times. And so that's so cute and funny. And you see this big old man carrying this teensy tiny little chihuahua that's slack jawed with its tongue out.
It's so cute.
It sends me. I love this man for that.
We actually talk about that of like what kind of dog we'll have like when we're older and like what like
because I want one in both of my arms as well.
I know he'll be walking around like this. I'm like, did you take the doggies today?
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm gonna be a British old lady.
Yeah. You turned into Lisa.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so we say that to say we don't know what's going on with Gypsy Rose.
We don't know.
And what's going on with that magical piece she has? Because
bones.
she always...
She ain't never been without a man. Not even when she was in prison.
She's just never been without.
Never.
From a perpetually
single... What's it like to never go without?
I don't know. I'm like... You know how people are serial monogamists? Yeah. I'm a serious singleist.
Sure. In your previous dating life.
Yeah, in my life, that's what it felt like. I'm like, well, I'm just like a serious single gal.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does one relationship? Please give me a handbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Like, that's what it felt like.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. No, but yeah, Gypsy Rose, we don't know how we feel about you, but good luck.
Good night and good luck.
Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Because I was going to say good night and good luck. We don't give a
truck.
Mm-hmm. And on that time, it's time to truck on out of here. Thank you so much for listening to the Couples Couch podcast, where we provide you clickbait culture stories and our opinions across that with intersectional value every single weekday, for the most part. Monday through Friday. Yes. And with that, we say please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're not following us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, please go ahead and like that now. We release 2 episodes typically daily. One is live here on this. Please go in, like us, share us, tell your friends all about us. Love you. Bye.
That's why I love you. Bye. End.